What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division vendor reset video. It's the 7th of May 2024. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. We're at the base of operations. Let's get straight into it. There's a chain killer if you're going for a crit chance crit damage build, if you want to pick that up. There's also an AKM with damage to target out of cover. Will need a little bit of work, but you can put whatever talent you want on this. Everything else is garbage, so let's move on. Alright, clan vendor's pretty interesting this week. There's a pristine example right off the rip with headshot damage. So this could be, you know, weapon handling perhaps, or crit chance, whatever you want. So this is probably worth a pickup. We've got some Eclipse Protocol knees with status effects on. Hunter's Fury Mask with maxed crit hit damage. An Eclipse Protocol mask as well with repair skills, but that's easily changed up. Scrolling down everything else, the guns are no shot, no point bothering with any of these. There is, however, an Overlord chest piece with focus on. Now, you probably just use perfect focus, but if you're doing a crit chance, crit damage, focus, rifle build, perhaps this has got some utility. So maybe that's worth picking up. There is also an Alps Summit backpack here with skill haste and combined arms on. Unfortunately, it's Alps, so it's repair skills. So unless you're doing some kind of weird skill build, there's an option there for some kind of skill heal damage build. But apart from that, we're reaching, so let's move on. Checking out the countdown vendor. There's an Emmeline's Guard if you want one. If you've not already got one, just change the mag size to damage to target out of cover, and it needs a little bit of optimization. It's alright. Leviators are here with status effects on. Pretty good actually. Just change the headshot damage to perhaps skill haste, and this would be a decent status effects piece. The firm handshake I could do with one of them. There is skill damage on this one though. I would love this to be crit chance, but you can change that up. And yeah, that would be okay. Let's move on. Not a lot going on at Haven. There is, however, these Hanayu knees with status effects and skill damage, so would fit in perfectly for whatever else you want. Mods are trash, so let's just move on. Checking out the castle. There's a Brutus if you've not got one. Pretty well rolled. Let's just change the crit chance off it. There's also a relic if for some reason you've not got one of these as well. You could change the health damage off, but Perfect Determined does work as intended, so it's not great. There is also a Palisade Mask here if you need it for pieces for crafting god rolls, but it's got crit damage on, so this could be a crit chance, crit damage. You can keep it as armor roll perhaps. Might be worth picking one of these up. There's also a bunch of trash mods. That's it, let's move on. Over at the campus, the game seems to know that I'm naked every week now because it's selling a commando again with Perfectly Naked. Not very good, but just change the rate of fire if you want anywhere. Everything else here is garbage. We're just going to move straight on. Checking out DZ West. There's a Virginian. This is a great gun if you've not got one and you like rifles. Just change the damage to armor to damage target out to cover. A bit of optimization and have a lot of fun with that. There's some hardwired gloves. There's also some rigger knees. There's some Hanayu gloves with status effects and skill damage on. Again, great. These are a really good pickup. Pick these up if you've not got a pair already. Everything else is trash, so let's just move on. DZE's coming in with the goodies. There's a Hollow Man with crit hit chance. Pick this up. This is a great piece to have. You can make the core attribute weapon damage. And yeah, really good piece to have because it's got the 10% health damage. Really good for builds. Pick one up. There's another relic. There is also another hardwired mask. There's a True Patriot holster that is not great. There is an Alps mask here with skill haste on, so that could be useful as well. Everything else is garbage though, so let's move on. But definitely pick up the Hollow Man. Really good piece. DZ South is terrible. There is a strategic alignment if you want one with status effects on though. You can put skill haste on here and run perfect shock and awe. Everything else though is pretty trash. There's a Cavalier backpack. There's also a True Patriot vest, but again, not great stats on any of this, so let's just move on. Checking out Shaven Haven. Not a lot going on here. It's all pretty trash. At the stretch, there's a D&H holster if you're doing some kind of pistol stability build with weapon handling on, but pretty garbage across the board. There is a protection from elites mod at 11%. Obviously, they go up to 13, but if you need one, then you're desperate because you're using one, pieces that take more than one mod perhaps, but everything else is garbage, so let's move on. What's up, Bob? Who's a good boy? Looking for Roy to save us, and he's not really going to, but he's got his sausage out this week if you want one. It's not a great one though. He's also got a Petrov chest with brace, but you just would never use this. There's absolutely no point. There is some Hanayu knees, Hanayu everywhere this week if you need some with skill haste and repair skills. Obviously, you could change that to skill damage quite easily. A decent Araldi holster here with headshots and crit chance, everything you need for a marksman rifle build. Everything else he's got is trash. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and check me out tomorrow for Trashy Mendoza. Bye bye.